Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Rome Total War Remastered here today on the channel. We're back with episode 10 of my RTR Imperium Surrectum campaign, playing as the Roman Republic. So if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. Alright, it's been, what, 2 months since I've played this campaign. It's been a while. We're currently under our faction leader, Lucius Metellus. We're on a war with 3 fronts, with the Macedonians, the Carthaginians, and the Greeks. So, back into this. I think we've got to deal with the Greeks in southern Gaul. We've also invading into Greece itself. We're currently in Lazura, and we've also got a legion in North Africa ready to go into Spain as well. So it's been a while. So it's been 2 months since I've played this campaign. It's back on the channel. I do want to finish it and reform the Roman Empire. I've been on a bit of a hiatus of historical Total Wars just due to Warhammer, but now I've wrapped up my 2 campaigns. And yeah, basically Warhammer took over the channel the last couple of weeks and months, but I've got some plans in the works. I want to go back to historical Total Wars. I want to wrap up this campaign. Hell, I do actually want to try and finish that Witcher 3 playthrough as well, which I haven't forgotten about. But I finished my Cathay series and my Kislev series, so we're going to go back to some historical content on the channel. So, hope you like the sound of that. Also, I can't promise any future series, of course, until I sort of start it. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind potentially maybe even playing some Hearts of Iron 4. Like, that could be as well on the table. Do want to do more Rome 2, and I wouldn't even mind having a look at the Great War mod on Napoleon as well. There's so much stuff I want to do, but just so little time. Anyway, let's continue on with this series. So I'm just sort of looking around what we've got. So, yeah, we've got North Africa, Greece. Everything's going alright back in Rome itself. We currently have the Italian Peninsula, North Africa, and we're pushing into Greece. We have Illyria under our control. We've got some Greeks up here we have to deal with. So let's send in Tiberius to deal with the Greeks here, because we want to try and get rid of them out of southern France completely, and then we can push upon their core territory back at home, because we want to try and secure Greece as well. Once we have Iberia, we can use that as a leapfrog into France, and then of course we can use Greece launching into Asia Minor. So we're on a war on 3 fronts. We're going to have our first battle here today in southern France.
Roads to victory. Today our road will be paved with skulls. Remember this and show no mercy. Today we face those masters of lies, falsehood, and perversity. The Greeks. Beware of victorious Greeks, for they show little mercy. And draw strength from this fact. The enemy are so loathed that no ally can be found to support them. They have been whipped to the battlefield like cattle for slaughter. On this field we have the benefit of greater numbers. It is one we would do well not to squander. Our foes are likely to skulk at the top of the steepest hills, as if that will save them from men of your quality. These people have yet to taste victory at my expense. Today will be no different, so lay into them with a will. So, let your battle cry be, victory! Victory and glory to Rome!
Alright, let's get this battle underway. So, most of Tiberius' army is made up of Principe and Hastati. So, let's just try and reform this and make it a little bit nicer. It is currently pouring down with rain in France, in Gaul. So, we're going to have to be a little bit careful here not to get bogged down too far in the mud and thick of it. They've got the high ground advantage, which is slightly annoying. So let's move something like this, and we'll go with the triple axis formation as well. Make sure everyone's pila is on fire at will, and then we can get the territory of it's like Vienna up here as well. We want to try and claim and secure the crucial just surrounding area of Massalia, because it's a huge trade node, and we'll chuck our armies that are a little bit depleted in the secondary line. So let's just try and move up here. They're actually further away. So we're going to have to try and close the distance on them. Let's slightly rotate this because we want to stay in the same position. But yeah, I can't remember exactly what I was saying or the plan was in the last episode overly. I just think I was running down the last of the Carthaginians in North Africa. We want to try and take Tingi so that we can use that as a base of operations and a supply point to then hit Greater Iberia as well. We're going to try and go with a pincer move, so once we secure this we can send reinforcements down to the Catalonia region, and then we've got the rest of my armies operating in Greece as well after the capture of Illyria. So the Greeks have some pretty decent forces here. High ground, it is pouring down with rain. Thankfully we don't have too many arrows, because obviously that can weten and hamper their flight pattern, and particularly with fire arrows it would extinguish it. So let's move on and march on up here. But I am open to suggestions of what Total War campaigns you would like me to do. Yeah, I do want to get back to a Total War Attila, Rome 2, Napoleon. So I need to start planning ahead for the next coming weeks and months and sort of this year what I want to do. Because I will go back to Warhammer at some point, but I think I might just wait until Mortal Empires comes out, or I get access to it, to be honest. Because I've done 2 Realm of Chaos campaigns. I think I'm done at the moment. I think it's time to get back to historical, where my heart is. Alright, so we're going to have a little bit of a difficult one here. We should be okay. We do have military supremacy over them. We do have the equipment supremacy as well. But pushing up high ground against battle-hardened Greeks defending for their homeland here in the Greek colony of Massalia is going to be, taking them out is going to be easier said than done. So we'll try and release some Pila here in the pouring rain. But as you can see, as we started marching, mud, dirt and debris is claddered on thick to these sons of Rome. Man, I love this mod. RTR Imperium Surrectum in the comments, in the description, go check it out. Alright, so we've used most of our Pila with our initial attack formation, and we'll send on up and give out some of those attack orders. Alright, charge men for the good of the Republic. And then we've got this secondary line here as well in reserve that can really plug any gaps. Alright, let's move on up here. Alright, so it's still about 65% in my favour. It's maybe growing towards my favour as well. Let's try and open up some of those gaps. So fierce fighting is now broken up here against the Greeks. They have a bit of a hybrid roster, of course, because they're just so close to that Gallic barbarian territory that they're able to draw on Gallic reinforcements here, the Greeks as conscripts. But so far they are holding, which is quite valiant for the Greeks. But I think over resounding Roman numbers and equipment should be able to allow us to win this day. I'm protecting Tiberius as well. I don't need to be doing hammer and ambush strikes with the general just yet. Keeping him further back in a defensive position is alright, because if we lose him, it'll be a huge morale decrease. So we've actually lost 22% there. They've lost about 30. So we are trading with them quite a bit. Hopefully, if we can get and snipe the general, we might get a little bit lucky. Let's drop a rally here. But yeah, we are struggling just to progress and advance up this hill, just because it's pouring down with rain. My forces are... We're actually drawing with them. We're actually just trading straight up. Oh, wow. So this is not going to be an over-resounding Roman victory by the look of it. It's going to be a hell of a slug. That's not good, particularly when we're trading. But there's not really much tactically we could do. I guess we could have flanked a lot more. You know, this might have been one of those battles where it was actually easier to auto-resolve. Maybe he's trying to wrap around. Yeah, maybe we just need to hit the flanks hard. Alright, we'll send in the general now and risk Tiberius, because looking at those results... Oh, we got the general. Oh my god, it always scares me. Yeah, just the way we were trading there was not good, and that actually might make them capitulate. We got the RNG of taking out the general there. That's fantastic. That's probably won us the victory here as their commander is destroyed. So be it. The rest of his units as well. Awesome. Yep. The Greek city-states here in Gaul are in a full retreat and have capitulated. Perfect. So just a nice little battle to start things off. Treacherous, pouring down with rain, mud everywhere. A grind. Welcome back to Rome Total War. Oh, God. Alright, let's just try and run down the last of this unit here. Try and take out as many of them as we can. Doesn't really matter too much how many we lost because we've got additional reinforcements there. You've got to give it to the Greeks. They've made us absolutely work there for the destruction of their army. Right. So that means that northern army, when it needs to pincer down into Iberia, will be a little bit weak. We might need to get some replenishment there. Yeah, it's Vienna, that's what it's called. Yeah, so I thought. It's like, it's not Austrian Vienna, obviously, but it's got a name here. You think Vienna would be further in the east. Okay, so let's end the turn and continue. We've defeated that army at Vienna. We should be able to take it soon as well. But Massalia is under our control. I wanted to develop that into a massive trade hub and node for the Roman Republic. Ceasefire in effect. Most advanced faction, not really too much else going on here. Alright, so I guess we send just these additional reinforcements here. Spurus Picta next to Publius Scipio, and yeah, we can auto-resolve this one. And we've taken Vienna, not the most culturally significant city here. I don't even know what this would be in modern day France, but we've taken it. It's got some decent resources here though now. Alright, cool. We finished the Greeks in Gaul, which is fantastic. Alright, so we're still pushing against the Greeks, well, in Greece. Interestingly enough, the Spartans have actually taken a lot of southern Greece. They've got Athens and actually the Macedonian capital of Pella under their control. There's a couple of small little Greek holdouts here. I'm just trying to think, we should night fight this one. We might be able to divide and conquer that secondary army though. If we do, no. But anyway, we're going to be able to take the settlement of Thessalonica. As, yeah, the Macedonians lost that as well. Let's just try and break down the Shrine of Artemis there. Yeah, the Greeks, like this, we're going into a Greece which is crazily divided. Sparta has actually taken a lot of it. Usually you can just divide and conquer and grab territory left, right, and center. Whether it's between Macedonians, Greeks, or Spartans, you can really play them off each other. This time around, we're a little bit late, and the Spartans have taken most of the territory. So let's continue north into what I would consider Thrace, because we've still got to deal with the Macedonians that betrayed us in this series as well, and then the remnants of the Greeks. We want to try and keep amicable relations with the Spartans, of course. Alright, back down into Tingi. No, Tingi's further north. We're dealing with this settlement a little bit further back. Okay, so an easy invasion here with Appius. And we'll continue to convert the populace to Roman occupation. I think we've got it. Yeah, so once we've sort of knocked out Carthage in North Africa, we've done a massive blow to their essentially food and grain capacity, and then we've basically divided and conquered the Carthaginian empires between the remnant government in exile in essentially Iberia as their home and heartland in North Africa, in Tunisia and Carthage, is under our control. The Iceni want an alliance and trade. They want to ally up and get some goods from the Roman war machine. I'm going to accept that because I don't know how strong their influence is in Northern Gaul. Oh no, R.I.P. Lucius Metellus. A rip. A rip in the comments. R.I.P. to Lucius here. We've got a new faction leader. Lucius Cornelius Scipio, who is 71. It's always good to see a Scipio in the head office. And I believe our faction leader died of age as well. We do have more military forces on the way. And yeah, here's our faction leader. He's actually back in Syracuse, which is interesting. Alrighty, so we're marching on Tingi here now. Not overly to garrison these last two territories here in North Africa. We're basically benefiting from the work we put in to decimating and destroying the Carthaginian army and their manpower in North Africa, like further eastward. Now we're just sort of chasing them down. Over from what we can see as well, they haven't got too many, but we will need to get some ships over here before we can start the amphibious invasion of southern Iberia and bringing it into the Roman fold. Alright, back in northern Macedonia, because they've got it under their control. Thrace, they're trying to take some territory off. But yeah, just a bit of a land grab over here in Greece. They do have that full stack here, which I'm keeping an eye on, which I'm probably going to have to fight at some point in today's episode, you would imagine, as it's just floating around near us, near Dardania. But yeah, the Thracians are being more of a direct threat to the Macedonians than me, probably. They've got Larissa. The Aravaci want an alliance and map. They currently are at war with the Carthaginians, so I'm going to accept that because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. We might need their support in this war if things turn south. Alright, so we're ready to probably move our military forces over into southern Iberia. Now, we've only got one ship, but that should be enough. Once we get over there, it's not like we're sending one army. We're not going to be cut off. We're going to send 3 full battle-hardened Roman legions over. And we can actually just... we don't even need to go straight on the ship. We can just use this as a launching pad here, just keeping it in the Moroccan Strait. And once we take these 2 southern provinces, we can use this as a staging ground. And stock up on supplies, replenish, maybe even bring in some foreign volunteers and mercs, so then we can launch further into Iberia. Carthage want a ceasefire. No way. We've got 2 of your cities under siege. You're on the back foot. The eternal enemy of Rome. No ceasefire will be signed. Okay, the siege equipment has been built, so we should be able to march into these 2 weakened Carthaginian forces. And we're going to destroy another Carthaginian governor as we take Malacca. Pretty sure it's a Greek square word, isn't it? I don't know what that means. Oh, it's a cuss, whatever cuss it is, I think. Alright, let's get rid of the other governor here as well. And we'll send back those guys to Rome. Oh, there seems to be a little bit more of a military force here just over the river. Let's just build some Roman watchtowers to get us some line of sight. Okay, let's put you here. Yeah, so we're doing alright at the moment. We're looking good. Alright, let's continue to break down that. Oh no, Lucius Cornelius Scipio is no more as well. Oh, far out. We're losing faction leaders left, right, and center in this. Appius Valerius. Volius is now our leader. And Numerius Victor. Oh, so, right. So he's the son of him. Oh, that's cool. The famed Numerius Valerius. What's this? War has been broken out between the Idrisian kingdom. Ah, okay. So we're going to have to choose a side. Suebi has declared war upon the Idrisians. That's annoying. The Germans and the Thracians are at each other's throat. I guess I could decline. because I could probably maybe snatch Thracian territory, and we don't want the Germans to march too far south over the border. Well, unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed episode 10 of my RTR Imperium Surrectum campaign. So we're going to continue our conquest into Iberia. Hopefully we can get a good battle against the Carthaginians. There does seem to be a decent looking army just to the north there. We've also got to continue moving those soldiers from Massalia so we can pincer Iberia from the north. And we've still got the wars and the craziness going on in Greece. So stay tuned for episode 11 coming out soon, where we continue the campaign. But yeah, we're still slowly but surely on the grind, growing and building up the Roman Republic to eventually become the Roman Empire. Alright guys, hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you want to stay connected with me. I also want to say thank you to this month's patrons and channel members: Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tao, Lion B, Kyle P, Tom C, and White P. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.